Hey YouTube, yes, you're gonna look at the team and being like, what the heck is this? It is a team that I just wanted to try because there are not a lot of grass. If you see a grass, like I went again, I'm not even gonna show the battle. I went against Chestnut and it was a top left. I got a couple, I threw Sludge twice on Swampert and then they shielded both and they just ran through the team. So grass are still obviously impossible for this team, but there's not a lot of grass. And I just wanted to showcase how strong the MUDBOYs can be just in neutral situations. So you're going to see a few variations here. I started with Shadow Swampert, found it was too glassy for the meta here, so I went back to the non-Shadow Swampert. I actually went Whiscash at one point. I think it's all Gastrodon battles, so I tried Whiscash as the fourth MUDBOY. But yeah, you just have three strong Pokemon. You really feel the Hydro Cannon, the Mudshot nerf on Swampert the most. Taking that extra turn to get to the Hydros on the second and fourth, you really feel that. But then you have Gastrodon and then coverage for flyers with Stone Edge on Quagsire. So obviously there's limitations, huge limitations, but I just wanted to test it out. We start right off the bat with a Skunk into a Toxapex. So I'm farming up a bit here just to bank some energy because I feel like Hydros are more valuable on Swampert later. So then we'll just go in here. They're double weak to ground, so this is already looking like a piece of cake win when you are double weak to ground and I have 3 ground Pokemon. So get the Earth's power off here. This will take out. They come back in with Skunk, so I'm just going to throw Body Slam, I assume. Yeah. Let's just chip it. Poison Jabs are resisted. They're going to have to dump or else I'm just going to Mud Slap down. And they come in with Guzzlord. So we'll chip here with Body Slam. I do have a Sludge loaded, and this is why I put Sludge on. It's way quicker to get to now, and it's a decent move. It's not an amazing move on a non-stab Pokemon, but look at that damage, right? You take that. I think the difference between a stab Hydro that's resisted and a non-stab Sludge is pretty close. There's maybe even like a chance that Hydro actually does more. So I would maybe think about just throwing... I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I'll maybe look it up towards the end of the video when I get bored about talking about the team, as I do at times. So showing my third MUDBOY. Getting off the Aqua Tail here. This will take out. And what is left in the Skunk. Worried about the grass move. So we'll shield this up. It is just a crunch. And I will Aqua Tail down. So we have Meow in the lead. Now I'm going to wait and to see if it's a Charmer. Because if it's a Charmer, you can stay in. And this is, I think I played with Shadow Swampert like 5 or 6 times. And it's matchups like this where I'm like, okay, I need the non-Shadow. Because Sludge is great. I got 2 moves off. They would basically KO, but I get double shielded here and then just like no chance here. So I'm like, okay, coming to Quagsire because I know I can... I can Stone Edge this. Got to worry about the like grass type fast moves here, charge moves here. So I do shield, and they get off another move. So I'm like, oh crap! So I just double shield. So not the scenario you want to be in, but it is Night Slash on both, so that kind of sucks. And then I come in Sableye, Quagsire. I don't think Aqua Tail got nerfed, but man, it feels like Aqua Tail got nerfed. And then I just the pacing on this thing again now. And everyone's going to be like, everyone's going to be clowning on me, being like, the amount of times you've called Sableye crap for being the foul play. Now foul play is like spamming me out of these matchups. Yeah. The spam is very real. And I have a win con, but the win con is caught on the Meow. So unfortunately, lose all that energy. I think I do get to another one here. But then I am actually just like 1 Mud Slap short of taking this out here before they get to a charge move. So 1 slap there, that would have taken out, but they get to a move to take me out. So nice catch by my opponent to take me out there. Hakamo-o. So I'll play through this. Again, not a great matchup with the Hydros resisted, but I got Sludge on this. Let me just look it up now because I'm actually wondering, because they recommend... basically they recommend Swampert with Sludge now. I just want to see what actually does more in neutral situations, whether it is a Shadow Swampert with Hydro or the resisted resisted hydro or a non-stab sludge. So a resisted shadow hydro cannon from Swampert does 43 on Hakamo-o, and a sludge, so 43, and a sludge does 50. Okay, so there is a difference. So sludge, 7 more damage in neutral situations. So, you know, having coverage, I think it is an improvement. Like when Hydra's resisted, having a move that you can get to quick that does more damage and gives you a lot of coverage for your grass is fantastic. Otherwise, you're just throwing Hydros in most scenarios. Obviously, you want that Earthquake on some like steels and other stuff like that. Rock, but I guess for rock you have Hydro, so it doesn't matter. In here, which is the nice matchup for me, so we're just gonna spam these mud shots and get in here. Probably shield up the move. Yeah, I'll respect the move from this thing. It is just a cross chop, but that is shielded. Farm down. Come out with 2 moves for the Dugong, which has 1 HP left, so that's it. Gastrodon. Getting to the Hydro. Does not quite take out if it does land. I think they do shield up 1. And you do live a Body Slam, so I think if I just let this go and they throw a Body Slam, I live. Yeah, so I'm going to get to another Hydro here, which is huge. Will do a significant amount of damage. Not enough to take out, though, so it kind of just leaves you in a weird spot where you still need to, like, slap down here. Hey, look at that. I actually got the Mud Slap through. I'll respect the Earth Power. They do bait, which I don't think they're going to get to another move. No. But I lost switch here. We'll see what comes in. It is an Azumarill, which is okay. Especially when I'm ahead on energy here. So going to get to the Earth Power. This will... I forgot my Elo. Oh, yeah. I'll show my Elo next one of mine. I got my Elo. Better than last season. Not great. It's fine. I'll do that next team that I'm going to showcase, which is probably tomorrow. Or today, I don't know when all this is going up. Gonna get to Earth Power. They're gonna have to throw out, so I'm gonna get to a Body Slam here. And at this point, I'm gonna let this go and just try and sweep with Quagsire. We'll see what's in the back here. Now I'm gonna try. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna try and Mud Shot down, but they, I guess, have no answer in the back. We just saw this. We'll play it the exact same way, landing a Hydro. That was fast, so that is definitely a Body Slam. They're not even baiting an Earth Power. Which, I mean, 2 Body Slams are enough. So, actually, Body Slam plus Mud Slaps are enough. So we've seen this. Here comes the Hydro. And we end up going on CMP. Which is actually huge for me, because I land that and they dump their energy, which is such a mistake. They should have just slapped down. And now I go for the aggressive Mud Shot down. So come out with some energy. Down shields, but up. Nope. Up shields, down switch with energy. Like that scenario. So here comes the Stone Edge. It does pretty good chip here from a Shadow. Yeah, over 50%. I don't know about over 50, but takes it to the yellow. I will shield up. Get ahead on some energy here. These Mud Shots are adding up, even though they are not really a hard-hitting move. Enough to put this in Stone Edge range. So here comes another one. This is why Quagsire still has a lot of play. Mandibuzz in the back. You know where we're going here. Straight Stone Edge. Who cares if the Mud Shot's nerfed a bit? That lands. Fantastic. Get the Aqua Tail off. Nerfed, but not enough. Look at the spam go on this Pokemon. They have to burn a shield. And at this point, thank you, Quagsire. You have done your job. I will now... just run with a resistant Mud Slap and non-stab Body Slam for the win here, even though it's going to take 2 Body Slams because this is such a crazy matchup. It's a crazy bad matchup. So yeah, I'm not throwing because I need 2. So let's go up to 2 here. Throw the first, and then we'll go back to back here to take out. Okay, Swampert into Gallade. Now, this is tough. And again, this is maybe when I switched the team because I was like, holy crap, these charms are adding up so much. Psycho Cut would have even been worse because they would have got to the Leaf Blade so quickly. So yeah, I have to instant swap out of here. I need to shield this. So it's a bad combo when you lost a ton of health on Swampert, lose Switch, lose even shields now, and a terrible matchup. So I don't think I'm getting out of this one. It's gonna be really tough to get out of this one with all those things going against you. So yeah, I would never recommend this team, but I just wanted to see the 3 in play. These three have different plays. You know, I think Swampert is tough. Swampert's tougher to use with the Hydro Cannon coming in 5s straight across instead of 5-4, 5-4. The strength of Swampert was having those 5-4, 5-4. Sludge is nice. You know, there's times I wish I just had Earthquake to basically KO something like a Guzzlord or something, but being able to spam is not bad on the Sludge. Quagsire, again, you do feel that Mudshot nerf, it being 5-4, 5-4 instead of straight 4s. Like, being able to spam at a rate of 4s is insane. But it's still decent. And I think what Quagsire gives compared to the other 3 is an answer for your flying Pokemon. All the Mantine and Mandibuzz and stuff. I showcased the Gyarados the other day. So all those, you have nice answers to. And then Gastrodon, you know, it's your Mud Slap user, more fast move damage. Earth Power is decent. Earth Power is nice actually move, but Body Slam is just, and it's a nice bait / coverage move. You know, considering how bad this matchup was, I was 1 mud shot away from winning this matchup, so not terrible, all things considered. And there we go, non-Shadow Swampert. Because you weren't going to take out with 1 Hydro anyways, right? So you might as well just be able to take a little more damage here. They'll probably let this go because it's less threatening. I will probably let their Body Slam go. I was about to say I may shield up. Yeah, okay. It is an Earth Power, so that's actually huge. Shielding up that Earth Power. Get to the Hydro. This will take out or take Switch. They shield. Who's going to win here in a race? They will 9 versus 10, but as you're going to see here, non-stat Body Slam on a non-Shadow Pokemon. Jesus, such a bad move. There's the get the Switch here. What comes in? MORPEKO, so unfortunate for them. When I have 3 answers, they come in Mandibuzz, and then we're going to instant swap. And here is your Mandibuzz coverage move with Stone Edge. No point of even trying to bait here. We're just going straight Stone Edge because I know I can get to 2 for sure, and they let the first one go, so that's a huge land because now I can just Aqua Tail this. So they do land Dark Pulse, which does a lot of damage. Air Slash and Dark Pulse, and that's a hard-hitting combo. Aqua Tail grabs the shield, and now I just continue to outpace here. I think people forget how fast Quagsire used to be with the Mud Shot. Like, those used to come in 4s. Straight 4s, 8s across the board, like 8, 8, 8, 8. So the Aqua Tail used to spam. Let the first Aura Wheel go. Go for the slap down. Do get it. I'm surprised I didn't get any move off there. And now, yeah. Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is so tanky. But, you know, I can probably get 3 Hydros off here before they take me out. So here comes the first Hydro. Yeah, I'm going to need 3 for sure. I do shield up 1 move. Not the one you want to shield up, but okay. So here comes the Dark Pulse. And they make a catch on a Sableye. So you know what? That's okay. I'll take this. Let's see if it lands or not. It does not land, so I'm probably going to stand here and try and get another move off. And I do. Because that would have been a weird, like... And they shield. Now this is getting weird. Okay, where am I going to go here? This is tough. I don't even know where the right move to go here is. Stone Edge may have 1 shot. So maybe that would have been a bit quicker. Because Body Slam's resisted here. Yeah, so I'm basically just sacrificing this. And out comes the Mandibuzz now. I think I was just basically sacrificing Gastrodon and just going to try and sweep with Quagsire on the back here. Is where I'm going to go here. But yeah. There's still a few more minutes of battles, but you get it. You get how to play the team if you're going to use it. I've already analyzed all these Pokemon. So, what's going on here? What's going on with the channel? What's going on with these events? I did the Gyarados team. That will probably go up in the morning here, and this will go up in the afternoon. And then I'm using my own Gyarados team. You can see tomorrow, and I'll give you my ELO tomorrow. Someone asked if you can submit some Match League battles. Yeah, maybe we'll do like one done in the week. I think we're back to Great League, Ultra League, and Master League next week, so we're probably going to be a very heavy focus on Great League. Plus, there's like an event coverage that I can do Tuesday afternoon. Oh yeah, I'm going to lose this one because Aquatail does not take out here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's it. I'm just looking over here to see if there's anything that you guys wrote that I should read. How's life? I'm definitely going to stop. So I think I mentioned this multiple times. I'll do it closer to September. So we've been a single family income for 4 years now. No, I guess 3 years. When did my wife officially go off? My son's 3. She took maternity leave with our first, went back to work for like a year. Then we had our second, and she's been off with him since. He is going to kindergarten next year. So both my kids are going to be in school. So both of them are going to be in school. So my wife is going to go back to work. So 2 things are going to happen with that. The first one being the house responsibility is going to have to shift. Because right now she's a stay-at-home mom, right, to watch the kids. But that usually means 2 things. One, it means, I'm more on the clock at nights and on weekends with the kids. Because when I get home from work, I'm basically with the kids from dinner time and I do their bath time and then bedtime. And then on the weekend, it's a lot of me like hanging out with the kids because she's with them all week. So that'll shift. That'll be more 50-50. But on the other end, she's been doing all the household stuff, all the laundry and all the cooking and stuff like that. So now I'm going to have to pick up more of that. So more, in general, more household responsibilities are going to start coming my way. That's the first thing. And the second thing is getting a second income back. And I cannot express how how important that second income is compared to like what I make here. So just to put it in perspective, I do 2 videos a day. So I do 60 videos per month. Those 60 videos would net me 50% of one of our bi-weekly checks. To put it in perspective. So we get bi-weekly checks, and they are almost double what I make doing 60 videos on YouTube. So now it's not as necessary to do 2 videos a day because I don't need that income anymore. Also, I don't personally think I don't think 2 videos are really needed here's the thing. I will probably keep 2 videos for the majority of the time anyways. Like, I would not be surprised if I do 2 videos a week. Whenever we have league turnover and I do like the double coverage, whenever there's an events coverage, and definitely early on in the week when people want to like see new teams for new leagues or like people are excited great leagues around, I will probably do that again. So let's just say theoretically the season remains the same with like the Tuesday league turnover. I could definitely see it being like Tuesday 2 videos, Wednesday 2 videos, Thursday 2 videos, Friday maybe 2 videos if there's an event on the weekend I want to cover. But then I can see Saturday and Sunday dropping down to 1 video a day, just doing like 1 video Saturday morning, 1 video Sunday morning, and then maybe getting back to 2 on the Monday. So I can definitely see myself dropping a couple videos per week. And again, when the time it takes to make a video is, all in all, hour and a half to 2 hours, depending if I play or not. You add a little more on top of that, but like downloading your battles, editing the battles, putting all this stuff up, shooting the video, uploading it, titles, thumbnails, all that crap. Probably save me like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So just to take off a couple hours each video on the weekend there will make it a little easier, especially now if I have to like pick up more during the week with the kids. So just an FYI, that's still not for months and months away. We're going to keep grinding here until I cannot grind anymore, but we'll keep it going. And that is it. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.